Live from Mesquite Creek Outfitters in beautiful downtown Georgetown, Texas. This is the Eagle Nation Coaches Show with head coach Chuck Griffin and the voice of your Georgetown Eagles, Wally Harmon. Thanks for joining us tonight, and here's Wally.
Good evening. Welcome to Mesquite Creek Outfitters, 704 South Austin Avenue. I'll just start it off. It's my wife's fault. She's not here. It's all going wrong tonight. We're live here on 704 South Austin Avenue. Mesquite Creek Outfitters on the square in Georgetown for the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. Coach Griffin throws us a curveball, sends Coach Nicky. We get so excited, we can't get things figured out. So now we're ready to go. The Eagle Nation Coaches Show live here at Mesquite Creek Outfitters. Kelly Duvall, Dave England, myself, Wally Harmon. Right before Friday Night Football, we go on the road for the bi-district round of the playoffs to take on the Smithson Valley Rangers. A big battle, a big test for this Eagle team on Friday night, but a auspicious end to the season. A tough loss over at Cedar Park on Friday night, 28-21, and it shifts the momentum from second seed in the district down to the fourth seed. It's amazing. You can tie for second in the district and end up the number 4 seed in the playoffs playing the top seed, Smithson Valley, on the road. Kelly, some things we saw the other night, a lot of grit in this team, but just coming up short there at the end, a tough ball game for both teams. What you expected, a good football game.
Yeah, and the Eagles faced some adversity and kept fighting all the way through. Came up on the short end, like you said, just a little bit ago. But it's going to be really interesting how this plays out this coming Friday with the Smithson Valley team, in that you don't know what the other districts are. We know we've got a meat grinder district. We know the top 4 or 5 teams in this district are tough football teams. So how does it play out? That's why they play the games.
Dave, you look at the district comparison. Georgetown in a tough district. When you have 4 teams and they all are 1 loss apart, 2 losses apart from the top of the district standings there, and so tightly grouped. You like the expectations for this district to go out and do good things in the playoffs. Georgetown's not too far put away from that, experiencing that against Dripping Springs 2 years ago on the road, an undefeated Dripping Springs team. And they go in there with a 5-5 record and put a win on the board, a big win for this program and a big defeat for Dripping Springs. It almost feels like that coming again this week with Smithson Valley and the Georgetown Eagles.
Right, I agree with Kelly. You never know what you're going to get with a different district. And our district may have been a lot more difficult by the time we see Smithson Valley. It may not. We may bode well. We have a lot of very talented, skilled positions, and I think that's going to do really well for us. Our defense has kept us in it with all of their excitement and passion this year, and it allowed the offense time to work things out and come up with a game plan to get the ball down the field. So I agree with Kelly. You never know once you get in the playoffs, the old 1-0 adage, and you've been preaching that to them all year, 1-0, 1-0 every week. And they're going to forget if they have a mistake. They're going to forget and come back and keep fighting every play.
And it's undefeated. Everybody's winless. It is literally 0-0 right now, and that 1-0 mantra going into this Friday night. Here we go.
The playoffs for volleyball. Georgetown had a great year. The Lady Eagles finished the year in the area round with a tough loss to Montgomery. Hendrickson last night from District 23 lost to College Station. I got to call that one in Giddings last night. Playoff volleyball has been fun to be a part of. This time of the year, it's just a big time. Georgetown cross country. The boys finished second in the state. Congrats to the Georgetown boys cross country. And the girls finished third in the state. I tell you what, the track and field program, the cross country team went and showed out. at the state meet last week. The only school I believe to have both teams on the podium in the top 3 slots there for boys and girls. So congrats to the cross-country program. And now the football program, a tough game on Friday night. They'll go on the road, Smithson Valley. They get the friendly confines of being at home in Ranger Stadium, but this team, no stranger. Nikki joins us live here at Mesquite Creek Outfitters. I'm going to step aside. I'm going to let you two guys interview Coach Nikki. And when we come back, he'll join us right here live. Mesquite Creek Outfitters, 704 South Austin Avenue, here for the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll be right back.
Mesquite Creek Outfitters is located at 704 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, Texas. Come enjoy a refreshing drink, a light menu, chat with friends, and maybe even shop a little bit. Mesquite Creek Outfitters is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show every Wednesday. The show is live at 6 p.m. at MCO.
And we welcome you back to the Eagle Nation Coaches Show live from Mesquite Creek Outfitters here in beautiful downtown Georgetown that will soon be lighted with Christmas joy. So I'm a Christmas guy. I'm excited. Coach Tim Nicky's with us. Coach, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, a pleasure.
I don't know if you had a choice or not, but
always.
That's how it goes.
Good to be out here with you guys.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Let's talk just for a few minutes about last Friday. Tough loss against a good Cedar Park football team. What did you take away from that loss?
You know, I think we take away from that, you know, we made too many mistakes to win a football game in a big district contest like that. But, you know, we made a ton of plays throughout the game. It shows just exactly how important every snap of a football game is, because I think, and talking defensively, I think we won, you know, 90% of the snaps. But on the 10% that we did not win, it cost us a game. So, you know, it shows us that we're exactly where we need to be. We just got to have that intense mental focus throughout 4 quarters.
All this season we have seen, and we'll talk a lot about the defensive side of the ball for obvious reasons, but all this season we've seen hats to the football. We've seen speed on the defense, and I don't personally remember seeing this much speed on that defense. How has that helped you in coordinating this defense this year?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it makes it really easy. You know, we got kids that have bought into the process. They do what they're coached to do. And like you said, the team speed on the defensive side is something that I haven't been a part of here at Georgetown, that's for sure. You know, they do a great job of flying around. You know, they do a great job in the offseason of working on that stuff and getting better and getting faster. But, you know, really just their buy-in to the program and kind of what we're selling as a defensive staff and getting to the football and doing that stuff.
So what's the challenge been this week after a tough loss like that? Because it's a bit of a rivalry game. Mm-hmm. All of us want to beat Cedar Park. How do you keep these guys – how do you get them to dump that game? It's over. We move on. And now we move forward to a tough Smithson Valley team. Yeah,
you know, I think that's a little bit easier than some people might think. You know, we have a great group of kids that they understand, and we talk to them all the time. There's 3 parts to our season. You know, we're going to be a playoff football team. We understand that. So there's kind of that pre-district deal, and then we got the district and then the postseason. So I think it's really easy for our kids to differentiate that. You know, like whatever happened last week, it doesn't matter. Just like you said, like nobody's won a game in the playoffs. Nobody's lost a game. So, you know, there's 64 teams in the state vying for a state championship, and we're one of them. That's all it takes. We're in the tournament. You know, now we just got to keep doing our part to keep winning.
So you used to work for Cedar Park.
Yep.
On a personal note, you can plead the 5th, but on a personal note, what did that mean to you go in there and play Cedar Park? How bad did you want that?
You know, it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, you'd like to beat them, and, you know, we did that last year, and it's just another game on the schedule for me. You know, I think the kids and kind of what we have here, just like you said, it's a big rivalry for Georgetown, and that kind of takes precedence over, you know, anything that I have.
How's the health right now of the team?
You know, we're dinged up. I think we're a little more dinged up than I've been a part of in a long time. But we got guys that are working back and getting in the training room and doing the things that they need to do. And we have guys, and the great part about it is I think, you know, just like you said with team speed, like our depth is pretty good, you know, and it's something that you don't see a lot in high school sports. And the depth is good, and we got guys that are stepping into positions and doing what they need to do. So, you know, that's been great to see.
Well, and that was a natural segue to the next question I wanted to ask you about, that depth. You've been able to rotate players in, not necessarily to cover injuries early in the season. There were a lot of guys that got a lot of playing time. Yeah. How has that helped now that you do have to replace some players with injuries.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's getting those guys in situations, in big football games throughout the year, and that was intentional by the coaching staff to get those guys in those situations, and that's kind of the deal. It's kind of next man up, and that's how we've operated. Just like at Glenn, like we had guys going down cramps and this and that, and we're just rolling guys in, and we have a team that can do that. They're ready. They're mentally ready. They understand the game plan, and everybody on our team prepares like they're going to be the guy.
So what are we going to see Friday night against Smithson Valley?
I think you're going to see a hungry football team. I think, defensively, I think we're going to get after them. I think we got some good stuff. The kids have bought into the plan since Monday when we laid it out. I think we're going to get after them. We're going to bring some pressure, try and affect the things that they do, and get after their rear end.
What are the challenges going to be with that Smithson Valley team? Very talented team.
Yeah, no doubt. They got some players, and they do a good job. I think the biggest challenge is just formationally, and we got to make sure that we line up to the things that they do. But our kids have been good with that. I think that's another thing, man. Like I love this group, but they are super intelligent. Their football IQ is really, really good, and they do all the things that we need to. And like we had our game plan installed by Monday, and we made some tweaks today. But it's just great that we can. I went in and we changed 2 things today, right, before practice, and bam, they're ready to go.
How difficult? You talked about the game plan. How difficult is it to make in-game changes whenever you see that you need to? Because y'all seem like you have done that several times this season and done it pretty successfully.
Yeah, it's tough, but to be honest with you, like we have a great staff on the defensive side. We have guys in the box that are telling us exactly what we need to know. We have guys on the field that can disseminate that information to our kids. That's what it comes down to. It's nothing that I'm doing. It's everything that the guys around us are doing, and the players again that we can go to the sideline. We can tell them, hey, we're changing this, and it's done. We don't have to keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Tell us where the garbage can came from.
Man, I don't know. Honestly, it kind of starts in spring ball because, we go back and forth with the offense there. And in spring ball, if they turn the ball over, we put it in the trash can. We keep it all day. So our goal is to make them bring like 9 bags of balls out there. If they run the footballs and we're done with practice, we did our job. And it kind of makes those guys pretty mad. So just kind of carry it over to the games. And it gives our kids, you guys know, turnovers are such a big part of football. And it just gives us something to strive for and have fun with, because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing, playing a game and having fun.
So I don't know how familiar you may be or may absolutely not be familiar with some of the goofiness that I've said during some of the games, but one of those was one game I accused you of punching Teddy at Georgetown, and there's an intensity in you that you don't see in every coach on the sidelines.
Yep.
Is that who you've always been? Is that something new?
No, I don't think it's something new. I think it's, I don't know. It's just kind of how I am. It's how I wired. I think it's how I played the game. Most of it is probably I still wish I was still out there playing. Part of it's that. But really and truly what it boils down to now is, man, it's just so fun to watch our kids be successful in the things that they do. And it's just easy to cheer for our kids,
How long have you been coaching now?
Oh, golly, 11 years maybe.
How much has the game changed in those 11 years? Because you go back 114 years ago when I was in high school, it's a different style of athlete now. I mean, These kids are training constantly year-round. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger. Yep. How has that affected coaching in the past 10, 12 years?
Yeah, it's tough, and offenses are way more multiple, and they're doing way more things. But the good thing is, like, we got those kids doing the same thing. Right. So I think offensively it's continuing to progress. It's just interesting playing high school football. You watch the NFL and it's like it's a carbon copy every week. But the things that our kids have to see on a week in, week out basis, just the different things that we have to line up to, and the checks that we got to know, and then we got to flush it and go to the next week.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing, and it's one of the great reasons that we're good here at Georgetown is our kids can do that and adjust to those things.
I'm not asking for your game plan. I'm not asking for your calls that we'll see. Will we see something new from the defense Friday night?
Yeah, we'll have some wrinkles in there.
Awesome.
We're going to do some things to really get after them. I'll let you know that.
I'm hoping the backs of some Smithson Valley players' jerseys are dirty from getting pile-driven.
No doubt.
That's defense.
And it's one of those things, we talk, and Smithson Valley is a great team, and they've done a good job for years and years and years, and they deserve all the talk that they're getting. But just the Georgetown Eagles are rolling into town, and we'll have something to say about that.
Is there anybody that you're interested that we should be watching for on that Smithson Valley team that is kind of a stud or anything like that?
Yeah, they're kind of all over. They do a good job. They got a receiver, number 2. He does a really good job. They spread the ball around in the pass game. Their running back does a really good job. So we're going to try and shut down the run and see what we can do in the pass game.
Nice.
Outside of football, I see your kids.
Heck yeah, growing up.
They are growing. 2 daughters, right?
2 daughters. Yes, sir.
All
1 and 3, Colby and Peyton.
Which one's a linebacker? Which one's skill position?
Oh, man, Peyton is a linebacker, no doubt. Colby is going to be cheerleading or, something on that side. I don't know if she's got the intensity necessarily that I do, but the young one's all about it, that's for sure.
After we play an AT&T and the season's done, I'm just trying
to sign me up.
Yeah. Where's Tim Nicky whenever he takes a break from football?
Oh, man, I'm going to be in the living room with those. Oh, yeah, we'll track. Because my wife's a track coach, so we're going to instantly get into track.
All right. So you go from a football wife to a track husband.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But we'll just take some time. It's great to be back. We were in the Houston area for a while, so I have my parents here, and tell me.
I grew up in Beaumont, Port Arthur area.
Yeah,
so.
you know. Yeah. But it's great to just be around family.
Say, oh, it's like I'm in Houston. That's rarely.
Yeah, no, it is not.
Speaking something good.
Yeah, no.
Just for a standpoint, Coach, it's a lot of fun to see your intensity during the games, and then after the games, I always see you walking, holding one of the girls, and it's fun to watch. I love to see it.
Heck yeah,
folks. Defensive coordinator, Tim Nicky. Coach, we appreciate your time.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Folks, Tim Nicky with us. We will be back with some player interviews in just a couple of minutes. Stick with us here at the Eagle Nation Coaches Show live from Mesquite Creek Outfitters in downtown Georgetown.
Always ready just to go in, like I always have been. So, I mean, there's not a lot of pressure. I've played in big moments before, so. Yeah.
How much fun are you having in this season now? It takes a different turn when you have to be ready knowing that your number is up to start the game and you're ready to go at all times. And when this offense goes, it anchors at you at the center position. How much fun has this become in your senior season here? It is senior season.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to keep track. All these kids, seniors and juniors and everything. In your senior season, how much fun are you having now?
I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I just like playing with the guys out there. It's just a great time, honestly. But
the challenge for this offensive line this year, a lot of injuries in and out. Sam Lopez finally comes back. He's healthy. Then Dalton St. Clair gets hurt. Jordan is out for the season. These injuries play. How hard is it for you guys to stay close-knit and to get things working, knowing that you're having to put people in at different times, different situations to be ready to do that job each Friday night?
Well, we're just a close unit, honestly. We all hang out on the weekends, and we're pretty close as friends. So, like, I mean, Jordan's been a big help with me. He's been helping me get used to everything, and he's just been a good rock to lean on, just to talk to about plays. So, yeah, I mean, Sam's a big help, too.
How different is it, you guys, in your senior season, looking at a player like Sam Lopez in his sophomore year, taking a key role in this offensive line to start, and you guys, is it everyone's equal? It doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the classifications. It's all about doing that job on the offensive line, or is it hey, grab the block and dummies? You're the sophomore. What goes on in that line for you guys?
I mean, a couple years ago it was kind of like that, but now it's more like we just encourage each other and just make each other better. Just like if anyone needs help, mostly the seniors or juniors step up and help them out. But I mean, Lopez, he's a pretty smart player. He's pretty good, so he doesn't really need much help.
Doesn't need much help. He's done a good job, and all you guys, it's funny to watch, and you see the next number come up and someone goes down, that you guys are ready to go. It's no question about it. You step in there and get ready to go. As you've come up through the program, as you've come up and now into your senior year, what's the future look like for Witt? You're enjoying this time. You see the senior year going by for you. What are you looking forward to in the future, and what does the future look like for Witt Posey?
Well, I'm going to go to Oklahoma State after next year. So, yeah, I mean, just going to have fun up there.
What is it with the hair in Oklahoma State? Mike Gundy has the locks there as a coach. I tell you what, they had a big win on Saturday against Oklahoma. What's the draw to Oklahoma State and the Cowboys up there and then going to Oklahoma State and Stillwater?
I don't know. I have some family that go up there, and I mean, I'm a Baylor fan, so like
some diversity there in the fanship.
Yeah.
All right,
but I mean,
What are you looking to major in?
probably just business until maybe I find something different to do.
Gotcha.
I don't really know. I just want to go there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Stillwater's a fun town. Eskimo Joe's. That is the place to go. Everything's jumping at Little Juke's Joint. People shake their heads. I grew up in Oklahoma City, so I know Oklahoma State well. At least you're not going to OU. I got to be honest. So I'll take Oklahoma State for you. But when Witt's not on the football field, when Witt's not practicing with the team, what does Witt do for fun?
I mean, just play video games. Anything a normal teenage kid does, honestly.
What are some hobbies outside of sports and playing video games?
I don't really have many. I mean, I play frisbee golf sometimes, but that's about it.
Xbox or PlayStation?
I play on PC, but I like Xbox more.
Yeah.
You hear the grumblings across the way. It's awesome. Yeah, trust me, I understand. I don't do the PC, but I have a PlayStation. Dave had an Xbox. I went and bought an Xbox. So I have one of both, so I can make sure I can fit in with whoever's playing.
So you're the one that's tuning me up on PUBG, huh?
Okay. What's your favorite game?
I don't know. Probably one of the Assassin's Creed games right now.
Yeah, I can't do those. I get sick with those first. They started moving around so fast. It's like I'll stick to Madden and.
Yeah, I mean I like Madden too.
Sports games there.
Yes, sir.
The future for Witt Posey as you go into Oklahoma State, and what's been the enjoyment of being at Georgetown in this program that as you spent your time here?
Well, I mean it's just a good brotherhood. I mean, we all care about each other. We all love each other. Like, I mean, sure we have our differences sometimes, but we're always there for each other no matter what. And just, I mean, I've always wanted to be a Georgetown Eagle since I was like, I don't even know, since I can remember. So
has Copo been able to make it to any of the games?
Yeah, he went to the College Station games and went to the ECU game and the Glen game.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Good
I
deal.
actually heard him on the radio on a commercial spot the other day. But you say the enjoyment and the always wanting to be that Georgetown Eagle. How much has that meant to you now wearing that G in the senior spotlight, being on that offensive line? How much pride is there in wearing that G and being a part of this team?
There's a lot of pride. Like, I mean, my brother played before me, and I don't know. I have friends that have played too. It just means a lot. Like to inspire other little kids to do it too. Like,
what are you gonna miss the most about Georgetown when you go off to Stillwater, Oklahoma?
Well, my family, just the guys that I've spent the past 4 years with, some even longer, and like I don't know, just the atmosphere. Like, I don't know, Georgetown probably has the best atmosphere in our district.
It's amazing and you'll enjoy the one in Stillwater. It's a fun place. It's a great college town, and I think you'll see a lot of Georgetown in it. Maybe a little bigger there with that huge campus of Oklahoma State, but I think you'll fit right in and love that because it's got that atmosphere. That's why my draw was away from Oklahoma to Oklahoma State, just enjoying the atmosphere of Stillwater. But shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
I want to shout out Jordan Erat, Nico Gonzalez, Ian Sanders, and Michael Valento.
Even a defensive player. That's what that's a team player right there. Number 59, Whit Posey, joins us here live on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll let him go. When we come back, it's going to be number 45, Jake Decker. He'll join us live here at Mesquite Creek Outfitters. We'll be right back. Back here live, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, 704 South Austin Avenue. Joined now by the defensive side of the ball, number 45. He goes by Jake Decker because that's his name. Jake joins us. I tell you what, and we've talked about it, and I'm going to talk about it because this is so cool to me. I've known Jake since, man, he could walk. Your mom was a teacher of two of my sons that are both now in their 20s. And we loved the time that we spent at the elementaries in Hutto, my wife working alongside and with your mom and watching you grow up. This year was so cool to start looking at the roster and putting together, man, this is unbelievable. I'm getting really old to see Jake now a senior at high school playing football. I know one of your uncles very well. I worked alongside him at the Austin Police Department. And so I've known a lot of your family, man, for so many years. And so it's such a cool deal tonight when I got the message that you were going to join us. I was super excited. And so welcome in, man. I appreciate you coming. We try to talk to you every week. I've just enjoyed watching you play this senior year. You stepped into a big role right off the bat coming in on your senior year. You go to this defensive line, become one of the starters and one of the main cogs on this defensive line, and you guys have made a name for yourselves. How much fun has this senior year been for you guys on the defensive side of the ball, but especially this D-line?
It's a blast. I enjoy going out there playing every day. It's a good camaraderie that we have on the D-line. Good group of guys that we have.
You guys, it seems so interchangeable now with the loss of Andrew Urban for the season. Yeah. Caleb Rieger comes back from injury. Now Rivas in there as well. And you guys just seem to just continue to flow all night long, people coming in and out. How much fun is that knowing that you can stay fresh, but there's no loss between you guys. When someone goes in, they're going to be there ready to make a play just like the next guy. And how much do you guys challenge each other to then be ready to step up and make those plays?
Yeah, there's a lot of trust there. I think the Liberty Hill Glen games really prove that when they run that ball really quickly and we got to make subs in and out of the game. So I think the trust that we have between each other, like just to get in and do our jobs. We push each other every day in practice. We joke around and like have a good time, but I think we take it seriously. We make plans and we execute on Friday.
So Seth Warren we've seen him a little bit put in on special teams, returning some balls. We've seen Valenta get a catch ball and dive over the pylon. Have you you think there's ever a chance we'll get to see you catching a ball or diving over the pylon?
Oh, no way, man. I can't do anything with the ball. I mean, I had a pick in our scrimmage, and that was a highlight of my ball touching career right there. So
But now on the defensive side, you talk about the different players, Seth Warren and Landry Leggett. This senior class has a lot of big names in it, a lot of guys that have stepped up in their senior year, especially on this defense. How much fun has this senior class on the defensive side of the ball had, knowing that you guys have come in and exceeded what maybe a lot of people expected out of the Georgetown defense?
It feels really good. I feel like we had a big shoe to fill from like last year, and I think we've done a good job just making a name for ourselves. I mean, we're doing good. We're doing good. I want to keep it up.
When Jake Decker's not at football practice, not playing football at Georgetown, where do we find Jake Decker having fun and enjoying life?
I'm studying a lot this year, doing a lot of college classes. I lifeguard at a rec center, so I'm just working and just trying to get my name out. I don't know.
I tell you what, it doesn't surprise me. Your mom's a teacher, so I get the studying part of it, but the work ethic that we got to watch in your mom and how hard she worked as a teacher for our kids, it's not surprising that the time and effort you're putting in. What's the future look like for Jake Decker after graduation here at Georgetown?
I'm going to attend Texas State in the fall. I'm going to major in public administration.
Go Cats.
Yes, Bobcats. Excited to do that.
Sam Mark is not too far away, Mom. We can enjoy that. Jake Decker just down the street. My son just graduated from Texas State August 5th. So I love Texas State University. It's a great university, but close enough when you get in trouble, Mom can be there to rescue you, but yet not too close. The Mom can come down every day to check on you too, so she will. But how much fun do you look forward to when you go to college? What's the difference for you? What are you going to miss most about Georgetown and your time as a Georgetown Eagle?
I don't know. This football season's been really big on me. Like, this has been a great experience to be on varsity, especially being on JV my first two like sophomore, junior year. Like, this is the time of my life. I love this. So I'm gonna miss that more than anything.
What does this senior class on the defense leave for this program and for the underclassmen that are going to come up behind you guys next year as seniors and juniors? What's the legacy you guys leave as this defense as a senior class with everyone that's going to graduate?
Yeah, I feel there's a lot of seniors that are graduating, and I want to have big shoes to fill, and I hope that like the work that I've done, I haven't done much work with the younger guys, but the kind of connections that I've made with them and the kind of influence that we've all made with them, I feel like I hope we make a good role that they can fill, that they want to fill. So
before we let you go, customary, any shout-outs?
Shout out Max, Aaron, Diesel, Jack. Love y'all. That's it.
Jake Decker, number 45. Thanks for joining us live here on the Eagle Nation Coaching Show. We'll take a quick time out. We come back. It's trivia time. And now, last week we decided, NCAA football, NFL football, it is going to be fast football trivia on just knowledge of the game to see if these kids even know the game that they're playing every Friday night. We'll take a quick time out. The Eagle Nation Coaching Show continues in just a moment. All right, we're back live, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, 704 South Austin Avenue. The Eagle Nation Coaches Show continues on. Trivia this week. And this week is just general football knowledge. And the pressure is put on because it's been said that you are a high football IQ team. So we'll see how that works out. But we'll start defense and offense. Introduce yourselves.
Michael Valenta.
Mason Goggins.
Boston Johnson.
Isaac Mon.
Noah Boris.
Diesel McAnally.
The top name on the team this year, Diesel. That's a great name. We love that one. We followed you actually through JV last year. It's like, man, Diesel McAnally, that's a sweet name. So just so you know, just a little tidbit from the broadcast booth. So tonight, general football knowledge. And you have to be quick on these. Coach Nikki, first hand up, just tell me who it is, and we'll go to offense or defense. And so we're going to go with 5 questions. And we'll start with the first one. How many yards for a first down? 10 for Michael Valenta. Defense gets a point. Hey, will you keep that defense? I told you it's going to be... In football, there are 2 ways to score 1 point. One of them is an extra point field goal. What is the other?
Defense returning PAT.
Incorrect. That's 2 points. But you're close. You're on the same thought track.
Extra point and extra point gets blocked, goes in the end zone. The defense recovers it, and then the offense tackles them in the end zone.
That is correct. It's only 1 point. Very good. I thought only Kelly knew that one, and why Kelly knew that one, I'm not sure. It happened at a game that he witnessed, but yes, that is correct. A defensive safety off of a blocked point, extra point. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a weird deal, but it's a 1 point deal. So, general football knowledge. Who won the NCAA National Championship last year?
Georgia.
Georgia Bulldogs. Correct. Defense, too? See who can name the teams in the NFL that have never won a Super Bowl.
Lions. That's not true. Who else? Browns. Texans. Panthers. Jaguars.
Is that it? No?
The Titans?
Titans. We'll get a full list and double check out. Uh-oh.
Commanders.
Technically, that's correct. That's technically correct. The Redskins did win one. That's a good answer. No. All right. Well, defense won that one. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Coach Nicky's going to give us all 12. And that's not counting. I can't read them, so.
Vikings, Bills, Bengals, Panthers, Falcons, Chargers, Titans, Cardinals, Browns, Lions, Texans, Jaguars.
Cool. So offense will get it. They named 5 of them, so go get them. But that was a good answer. The Commanders. I wasn't ready for that one. So the Redskins won. The Commanders have not. All right, hold on. That's 4, 2-2. All right, Coach. Let me give you the opportunity to ask one question. Yep. You have to come up with one football question. It's tied right now, 2-2. And it doesn't have to be rules of the game. It could be anything related to football.
How wide is the football field?
Who raised their hand first? Who did? It was Noah. Okay, so offense raised it first.
50 yards.
It's 53 in a third, right?
Wow. So tonight the defense wins it. So 3-2. I will have to check up. I was hoping my wife was listening to tell me what the score. I think we were tied before that. So we'll update and let Coach Griffin know. But the defense wins tonight. We'll take a quick timeout. The Booster Club update in just 1 minute here live on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. You're good.
I don't have that. Get back to this.
All right. I caught her off guard. See, Jimmy Warren didn't know either, but he prepped for it. So
I know it's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
And so that helps us know what time we're leaving on Friday. So the gates at the stadium, just so everyone knows, do not open until 5:30 at all. So we can't even be in the booth till 5:30. So it'll be a quick setup. So 5:30, you have plenty of time to go eat at 4 o'clock because you will be eating at
the Branch Neighborhood Grill. It's on Highway 46 West. So
come join it.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, it'll be the Booster Club will come there at tailgate right before the football game, and that's not too far from the stadium, I assume. Well, 3 miles down from Ranger Stadium. So an opportunity to come out and hang out with Georgetown fans to celebrate, hang out, and enjoy a meal before the game. 4 o'clock is the time, and it's always fun to be there and to watch these restaurants and these locations turn blue in all the fans that come out and just enjoy a time together. And so come out and join everybody. You don't have to be a Booster Club member to do it. You just come out and be a Georgetown fan, and then go right down the stadium to support the Georgetown Eagle football team on the road against Smithson Valley. What about the rest of this week? Is it pretty quieted down for you guys now?
No concessions, so that's nice. But we still have team dinner tomorrow, and then so anybody that wants to come help serve to the boys. And then Friday morning we have our normal breakfast tacos, serving those to the boys, and then a send-off at 1:30
Very cool.
at the field house. So anybody that wants to send the boys off as they go to Smithson Valley, come about 1:15. And then the boys will leave about 1:30.
Around the back by the field house, like where we have the meetings and everything?
Yes.
Is that where we're going to sit from?
That is correct.
So 1:15, 1:15, get there, and man, it'd be awesome. These kids, I tell you what, all the hard work pays off, and they make it to the playoffs, and they love these send-offs, and it's so cool to send them off and well wish them as they head off to Smithson Valley. So be there and support that, an opportunity there, and then not too long after, take off down to Smithson Valley to the Branch Pub, Bar, Grill neighborhood place and enjoy a meal. That's out on the Facebook page for the Booster Club?
That will be, yes.
Okay,
yes,
they'll
it
put
will
that
be.
out. Just so an update, we were talking about this. We'll get the email sent out to Coach and for you guys to post. First Responder Broadcasting will have the call of the game, but it will not be on YouTube. NFHS has locked the playoffs, and so everything is through their network, the NFHS network. So they will send a link out that will take you to the Georgetown, but it's one that you have to pay for on NFHS.com. We don't control that. We had to even submit to even get the broadcast rights to it, but we did win them. And so we will be there to call the game, and we will broadcast the Georgetown football game against Smithson Valley. And so look for that link. It is on the NFHS network, National Federation of High Schools owns the broadcasting rights for all the playoffs. And so I've been doing a lot of volleyball playoffs for them throughout the last couple of weeks. But they control all the rights in every sport to every sports in high school in the playoffs. And so we did put it for him, and we'll bring them to you. We'll send that link to Coach so you guys can get it and put it out to people. But understand, make sure you let them know it is a paid subscription. It's like that's $10 or $11 a month. You can subscribe and then end it after the playoff run, or you can keep it all year long. But that's the place that people will have to watch it. They cannot watch it on our YouTube page. They will not allow it. And so only what they do allow during the playoffs is a full academic broadcast. So if a school literally has students operating the cameras, broadcasting, doing the play-by-play and the commentary, they can do it for free on their on a school website. But those are few and far apart, and they have to be applied for by the school. We don't qualify for that, and so they will block that from us. And so we will bring it to you on the NFHS network, and we'll bring you Georgetown football just like we do every week, but it will be on that paid subscription. So share that if you're a family that can't be there, can't enjoy it live in the stadium, and then we'll send it out to Coach and Stephanie. Then we'll get it on the Facebook page so people can share that. The future after football, what does that look like for the Booster Club, and what needs to be put out, and what can people continue to do to help out?
Come get involved in the Booster Club. We have quite a few senior parents on the board, so we definitely need sophomores, juniors to step up and just to help support the kids and do things for all the boys.
And who doesn't want to hang out with Jimmy Warren? Yeah, he's going to be on the board again. He's just unanimous.
Maybe his wife?
That was a bad question. I didn't look up first. Sorry. I mean, what other football parents besides his wife don't want to hang out with Jimmy Warren? You might get a good brisket. I've heard. He loves to cook brisket. But yeah, come out and support, because a lot of these senior parents will move on. I asked Greg Petter if he was going to stay with us, but I think the bylaws are senior parents have to go away. They can't go away mad, just have to go away.
We just have to go away.
No board members, and move on to the next one. I'm going to ask you a football question because you're a senior mom.
Okay.
What's it been like for you this year? Garrett has had a great year at safety. Number 16 flies around that field like none other. You have to look carefully because it's either 14 or 16 and 13. Those three numbers right there, Bobby Boucher's easier. It's just one number. You see Seth Warren. But then you see 13, 14, and 16 flying around, and you have to be careful which one you look at. You'll be like, man, what a tackle by Garrett Lloyd. Nope, that was Mason Goggins. Nope, that was Landry Leggett. How's it been for a senior mom, from an aspect from a mom? We've asked Jimmy, we asked Greg. From a mom, how's it been as we go to the playoffs in Garrett's senior year? How's it been for you?
It's been fun. I haven't gotten emotional yet, so I'm sure, once we play that final game, later in December, it'll be very emotional. But yeah, so it's, all these boys, I love all these boys, not just my son, but I love watching all of them. They've been playing since some in flag football, and it's just been fun. And, I think I'm going to miss that more than anything. So, yeah.
As Garrett goes on to bigger and better things after high school, how much are you going to miss of that in how busy you guys have stayed? You guys have been on the board, and all your time and efforts have gone into help make this program. What does the future look like for mom and dad? What does that look like for you parents? My kids never played football. It was easy. I didn't have to worry about it until after baseball, and it was graduation. We had time to think about it, and they're out the door. You have football, and the rest of the high school year, once football ends, what's that like for mom and dad? What are the changes there, and do you look forward to it, or is it?
It'll go back then to my daughter who, does dance and all that kind of good stuff. So, it's a good balance. He does the fall sports and she does the spring stuff. So, but no, it'll be a lot quieter, I think, come January.
So she just said her Booster Club days are not over. They just moved from football to dance, and so is what I heard. So the dance program, welcome in Miss Lloyd. She's great. She does a lot for the Booster Club. But thanks so much for bringing that to us tonight. Friday night, 4 o'clock, come out and enjoy. Say it one more time. I'm going to make you open up somebody's phone.
The neighborhood
The
grill.
Branch Neighborhood
Yes,
Grill.
Yes.
Just 3 miles from Ranger Stadium. Come enjoy the camaraderie with all the fans, and come enjoy just a good meal and a good atmosphere before going right down the street to support Coach Nicky and this football team. They've worked hard. They deserve that time and attention. We can't wait to be there. Join us live. 7 o'clock. We'll be there for kickoff against the Smithson Valley Rangers. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Mesquite Creek Outfitters for hosting the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. And we will continue on Friday night live. We'll be on the NFHS network, but we'll be wearing that Georgetown blue. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.